Buenos dias, boys and girls. How is everybody today?
Hi, kids. It's good to see you all here this morning.
Good morning, disciples. What's happening?
Disciples, not Bozonians.
Well, maybe not everybody here is from Bozone. Maybe there are visitors. But everybody here is a follower of Jesus, which makes them all disciples.
But how do you know?
Yeah, maybe some of them just follow their nose. And they happen to be walking by here, looked in, and their nose led them in. Which would mean that not everyone here is a disciple. Maybe there are also some nosarians here.
Nosarians?
People who follow their noses.
My uncle did that. Uncle Proboscis.
Did what?
He followed his nose. And he had a big one. Poor guy. He pointed it out to sea one day, and we never saw him again. He just kept swimming. Though you could see his nose for the longest time, sticking up on the horizon like a lighthouse, until finally it disappeared.
Maybe we should get on with it.
On with what?
Well, with what we do.
But this is what we do.
Ah, but if you mean this, then I agree. We probably should be getting on with it.
I don't really think I meant that. Now what are you doing?
Well, today we are talking about 2 greats and an 8.
Even I'm confused now.
2 greats and an 8. We're talking about the Great Commandment to love God and love one another. That's 1 great. And we're talking about the Great Commission when the risen Jesus told the disciples to go out, spread the good news, and make disciples of the whole world. How many is that? 2. That's 2 greats. And then there's the 8.
8 what?
8 beats. Part of the good news that the disciples were to go out and spread.
I've heard of the 10 commandments, but not the 8 beats. So enlighten us, Marvin.
Marvin?
Barnabas.
The 8 beats. You know, from the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew. The 8 blessed sayings that Jesus taught. Like, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Or, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. You know, the Beatitudes, or for short, the 8 beats.
That's the 8 beats.
What?
The 8 beats. It's beat, not beat.
Wait, I'm pretty sure that the begats are in the book of Genesis, not the book of Matthew.
No, I said beats, not begat, as in the Beatitudes. Jesus does 8 blessings, or Beatitudes, in Matthew. But nobody calls them the 8 beats, or really even the 8 beats.
I do.
Yeah, figures.
Why?
Well, because Jesus was the first beat poet.
Jesus? A beat poet? You mean like Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac in San Francisco in the 1950s?
Yeah, only even cooler than them, and even more countercultural, the Beatitudes.
The Beatitudes.
Whatever. They were the poetry of truth.
But the Beatitudes are scripture, not poetry.
They were poetry before they were scripture. Jesus spoke a word to his followers on how to be disciples. Love God. Love your neighbor. Blessed be those who labor. Spread my word into the world. Let God's grace be unfurled. Be peacemakers, not warmongers. Blessed be those who hunger. Help them. Help the persecuted. Don't let my love be diluted. Follow me, not just your nose. Spread the word that I arose.
Well, all be 2 greats and an 8. The Great Commandment, the Great Commission, and the 8 beats, or Beatitudes as normal people call them.
And I guess you could call it beat poetry, Barnabas, because as God's living word, it is the heartbeat of our lives.
And now, is this another great day